We were just a few short stories below the strike zone. Never felt anything like that in my life. I hope to never feel anything like that again. That fire stairwell that we're inside, this concrete bunker, right, starts to shake so violently from side to side. The concrete starts spidering out, the handrails breaking away from the wall. The steps were like waves in the ocean, undulating underneath our feet, and we feel this heat ball blowing by us, and we smell this jet fuel, and this thing's just rocking and rolling back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. Man, it felt like forever. Maybe it was seconds, maybe a minute. And it finally settled. And you would think there would be this mass pandemonium, mass craziness, right? Nothing but a stunned silence. It was so weird. Everybody kind of just came through, gathered their thoughts, did the exact same thing that we had done when we were up on 105. Everybody's yanking for their phones again. And, thank God at that point in time, those things weren't working, because at that point in time, ignorance truly was bliss. What we didn't know couldn't hurt us. We couldn't communicate with anybody. They couldn't tell us how bad this thing really was. We didn't really know how bad this thing was. We're conjecturing that, we saw the plane in the other building, a fuel cell exploded. That's why we smelt the jet fuel, felt this heat ball blowing by us, why the building shook. We never in our wildest dreams thought that a plane had gone through our building just a few floors above where we were.
And I imagine if you had known I'm guessing there was panic anyway, right? But but
that's the part that was really weird.
You just carried on walking.
There was no, I was just about to tell you that it was one of those moments in my life that none of us get the chance to see that often, but you've seen it where you are, and you've seen it every place else in the world. When there is a crisis, when there is an emergency, it is amazing how people push that aside and say, hey, we got to get stuff done, okay? We got to make sure everybody, and this was one of those moments where there were people in that stairwell coming into the stairwell. They were on crutches, had a cane, overweight, coming out of a wheelchair, just scared to death. And people just like you and me, we helped them. We aided them. We were helping them both psychologically, emotionally, even physically. I saw people carrying people that they shouldn't have been able to be carrying. Human nature at its finest. Just an amazing, amazing thing. And it happens in the UK and it happens in the US. It happens everywhere. At a moment of crisis, we respond. And we saw it right there. I mean, one of the most heartening moments of this horrible, horrible event. And, we hope to be able to see it more and more, and hope that we can relive those types of moments more and more. We saw it a little bit at the beginning of COVID. We're pushing now that we want to get back to life as normal. We want to be in the pub. We want to do all these things. But you know what? We've got to be able to respond and do the right thing. And we will. I have faith. In the worst of circumstances, people doing the right thing was probably the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life.